Here are 3 phrases that you keep saying as a CEO or business owner that is killing your team. It is completely causing confusion and chaos and friction. It actually really leads to your best people secretly putting in their resumes on LinkedIn. They're updating their profiles, all because of these 3 phrases. Now, the thing that happens is when you're a CEO, you believe that you are being clear in what people need. You believe that you are clear in meetings. You believe that you're clear in emails. You believe that your communication stamps the approval that people know what to do and they know what you say. However, these 3 phrases, you need to look for all 3 of them, because you need to stop saying them, because these 3 will literally erode the trust with your team. So, first one that you are saying as a CEO that you need to stop saying is this: let's circle back next week. When you say this, let's circle back next week, what you're actually doing is this right here, this circle back. This is vague. It's not clear. It's actually very ambiguous because there's no detail. So when you as a CEO tell your executive team or maybe a team member, hey, let's circle back next week, what you think happens, you believe that they understand when, where, and why. But this phrase, let's circle back next week, is extremely confusing because there's a gap and there's no detail. So in that gap just comes confusion. So you leave your team members thinking about, well, when are we going to meet? I'd like to be prepared. I'd like to know what the expectations are. I'd like to know what kind of meeting this is. So instead of saying, let's circle back next week, what you can say is, hey, are you free? Or, hey, let's meet next week. Let's meet next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Are you free next Tuesday at 9 a.m.? Or, hey, send me some of your times for availability for next week, and you can get with my assistant, and she'll schedule the meeting. That right there is so much more clear. Because if you're a CEO, you should have an assistant. I have an assistant. And so what you say is, hey, get with my assistant, give her your time, your available schedule for the next few weeks, and we'll be able to schedule it then. And if you need any help, I can get with her or him and let you know kind of the meeting with the meeting. So the meeting with the meeting. So that's really important. Stop saying, let's circle back. It's terrible. It causes confusion. Nobody knows what you mean, and they don't know when we're actually circling back and all that stuff. And actually, a circle is redundant. It doesn't even make sense. But all that to say is, you need to be more clear. Again, best way is, hey, let's meet next Wednesday. Give a date and a time and a place. Let's meet next Wednesday at 9 o'clock in my office or in the conference room, or again, transition to my assistant will reach out to you, send her your availability so we can schedule the meeting. So stop saying, let's circle back next week. The next one, as a CEO, stop saying this. You got a few minutes? You got a few minutes? This is one of the worst phrases that you can say as a leader, as a business owner, as a CEO is, you got a few minutes. Because the truth is, it ain't just a few minutes. It's about 10, 15, 20, 30, an hour of somebody's time that you just kind of come in, just really interrupting what they're doing because you either had an idea, or there's something that you want to get done, or there's something you're thinking about, or there's something you need information on, but then you come in there and go, hey, do you got a few minutes? The truth is, it's never a few. This never happens when you say you got a few minutes. So this phrase alone is killing the trust in your team. Nobody wants to be asked, do you have a few minutes? They'd rather either schedule the meeting, send it in Teams, send the message in Slack, send it in email. If it's extremely important, give me a phone call instead of walking in. Now, and I know that this may come off a little harsh, but you have to understand that when you think you are being clear and your team is confused, that's the friction. That's the team dysfunction. That's what happens when you begin to come, you get out of touch with what's actually going on. So again, your team doesn't want you to walk in their office and ask, do you have a few minutes? They don't mind it, but they're trying to do the work that you ask them to do, and then you bring something else to them to do when they're trying to do the thing you asked them to do. So this right here, you got a few minutes, is done. Stop doing that as the CEO. What you can do instead, again, is to get your assistant to reach out to them to schedule the meeting, or get your assistant to reach out to them to ask for the information, or to send the email, send it on Teams, send it on Slack, or again, if it's immediate and if it's extremely important, then just do a phone call. But you could also say, hey, are you free in 1 hour for a brief meeting? Hey, are you free in about 30 minutes so we can do a quick recap? Hey, I need you in about 15 minutes. Are you available for that? So instead of being really vague with few, right, get clear. Just say, hey, do you have 10 minutes? Hey, can we meet in 1 hour? But when you are clear with your language, you help bridge trust from your team member or your executive to you, because again, clarity is kindness. So again, one phrase to stop saying. Let's circle back next week. Stop it. Number 2, you got a few minutes. Stop saying that. Last one is this right here. This is a team killer. Just make it happen. When you, as a business owner or as a CEO, when you walk up to your executive suite or your team members and you tell them, just make it happen, this is a big issue, because you're saying it. Just make it happen. Well, the biggest question that your team is going to ask is, well, number 1, what is it? And even if they do know, they're going, okay, well then, how do you want me to do that? So they're going, well, what is it? And then if you've already said that, well, they go, okay, well, how? And then, well, when? And then all the other things that really start to pile on. Because when you say just make it happen, number 1, you're putting yourself over here, and then you're putting your team over here of, hey, you make it happen. I'm going to come back over here and relax and let you do all the work. But instead of going in your team and going, hey, just make it happen. First of all, you have to understand the dynamics of people, right? So there was a time, let me go into a story. There was a time to where in leadership, I was over a big group of people, a big team, and there was a big project that we had to get done. A big project for the community. And we had, of course, different people over different things, and then people under them. And it was just one of those situations where every time I asked somebody to do something, it just wasn't happening. It wasn't getting done. And it wasn't just one person. It was like different departments that it wasn't moving at the speed that I would like. And so what did I do? Well, instead of going to your team and saying, hey, just make it happen, you go, hey, we need to come together and let's have a meeting to discuss what we need to do. Now, the thing about meetings, and I don't want to go too long on this, but some people hate meetings and they're dreadful. They're too long. But the thing is, if you're unclear in the meeting, then that's where people, again, are going to be unclear and they're going to be frustrated. But you have to transition this to just make it happen to, hey, John, how is it going with the sales? John, give everybody an update. John, do you know the expectations of what you are being asked to do? Hey, Mary, how is it going in the creative department? Do you have what you need? What are the steps that you have taken this week for this project? Hey guys, don't forget, instead of saying, let's make it happen, hey guys, don't forget, we're trying to reach 10,000 leads this month. Or hey guys, don't forget, we're trying to launch this product in 2 months. We have 60 days. What are our targets for this 60 days? Let's break it up to the next week. You see what I mean? So you take this and we just want to erase that whole thing. But you take this big, just make it happen, and you have to bring it down. Because if you start seeing each team member on your team, and there's more than one, there's numerous people on your team, and they're not getting it, they're not doing what you believe they should be doing, then there's nothing wrong with them. It's with you. It's with your communication. It's with how you are leading them, or actually how you're not leading them. So you have to go, man, I'm seeing the patterns this isn't working. Let me do something else. And then that's when you rally them all in. You bring them all in the room, whether that's Zoom or whether that's in person. And then from there, what you do is, again, you walk through the different steps. You walk through each team member. You show them the expectations. You get a check-in. You see how they're doing. You see what they need. And you help everybody see the target. You go, hey, everybody, don't forget. Instead of saying, let's make it happen, what you do is you say, hey, everybody, don't forget, here's our target. Here's our target, and here's what we're trying to hit. How is everybody doing with this target? And again, it's so much more clear. It's so much more helpful to your team so they can follow what you're trying to do and what you expect of them. So lastly, again, to recap, the 3 phrases that you need to stop saying as a leader so that you can help your team go further faster is, let's circle back next week. Stop saying that. Instead, hey, are you free to meet next Wednesday at 9 a.m. in my office? Or, hey, my assistant's going to reach out to you, send her your availability so that we can schedule the next meeting. Second one, you got a few minutes. Don't say that. Say, hey, do you have, are you free in 15 minutes? Will you be free in an hour so that we can do a quick recap? But you get more specific on a time than instead of, hey, a few, because it's never really a few. And then lastly is this: just make it happen. You got to stop saying just make it happen, because it's extremely unclear. What you need to do is you need to realize that your team is going, well, what is it? What is it? And then also, how do you want me to do it? And if you start seeing different members of your team not really understanding what to do, then that's not on them, that's on you. So bring them all in and get clear on what the target is, get clear on what you're trying to execute, and then walk through it with your team. If you need anything or if you have any questions, then you can go to slantleadershipgroup.com, and there I can help you and your team grow in communication and reduce friction so that you can scale faster.